Let's go.
Video right now. So let's look at this video, which is titled Rippaverse is a cult and its followers love it. And I told you guys before, I'm going to start doing what Renown 00s, not like going over Twitter stuff. It's mostly people's videos because I have thought to myself, the audience wants to basically see me just lose my brain. And hey, we're all here for it. If you guys want to see me lose my mental sanity, all right, let's just get through it. All right. So what's this freaking loser have to say? All right, let's go.
In every revolution, there's one man with a vision.
Man, that intro was garbage. That was terrible. That was an intro. I'm just saying that was absolutely pathetic.
Hey, everybody.
Makes me not feel so bad I don't have one yet.
Now, you've seen the thumbnail. You've read the description. You know that I am talking about the Rippaverse cult. And
Rippaverse cult. All right. That's a great way to have dialogue with people if you call them out as a cult. All right, cool.
a lot of
I love that bro put 4 action figures on the back of his wall there, like so he could. Oh, I'm legitimate. Okay, don't worry, I'm not a tourist, bruh.
Also, Mr. Nerdway, if anyone from his subscribers or any Rippaverse fans watch this, there's that annoying beeping background noise he has. Please make sure you wear a headset when you're doing videos like this, because the reason why you do is because that cancels out the noise in the background. So if you have like the black people meme of like the smoke detector, if you have the reason why you wear headsets because that cancels out all that other noise. And the reason why you have a microphone with echo cancellation is because that's the reason why you wouldn't hear that stuff. Because your fan could be going off on your computer. You could have your heater on, anything. Like as I hear it right now, what an annoying fucking video this is going to be. Have to hear this guy's fucking smoke detector go off. Oh, God. All right. So what was this? They ain't fucking cultists, dude. They are consumers. Yeah, I agree.
Yep, I buy shit. So are some of EVS's fans.
And I have proof. I've done a lot of research on cults. And everything Eric July does is very cult-like.
All right. So before he goes over his whatever he's going to bring up,
that motherfucker went back in time to find that printer. Like seriously, he got that at a Goodwill. Why do you have a printer?
Cult definition. The definition of a cult. And when people bring up definitions, there's multiple definitions of a word. It just depends on which one goes with whatever you're trying to bring up. A system of religious veneration and devotion directed towards a particular figure or object. So people would say, well, wouldn't religion be considered a cult? Yes, it is. I'm not saying, I'm not shitting on your religion, but yeah, religions are like a cult. I'm sorry, they are. A relatively small group of people having religious beliefs or practices regarded by others as strange or sinister. An example would be a network of Satan-worshipping cultists. Yeah, that'd be pretty crazy. A misplaced or excessive admiration for a particular person or thing. Now, this one can be kind of subjective because I don't think Eric's fans were ever like that. Not the way that I've seen. What I've seen. I mean, yeah, go ahead.
I think there's some that are like that.
Yeah. And that's in every fan base in general.
But yeah, every fan base has that.
Yeah. And this isn't applicable to everybody. Like, there's hardcore fans of anybody that's popular, essentially, like Keanu Reeves. It could be any movie actor or
Taylor Swift.
Star. Taylor Swift has lots of these right here. Just saying.
But dude, that's a straight up cult, man. Those people are religious with her. It's creepy. It's fucking Swifties, man.
So, like, hey, I'm not calling anyone out in particular. I'm just saying that if you act like this, it's not like an insult, but I'm just judging it off your actions, okay? Let's see if this guy even brings up anything like that. I highly doubt it.
As a matter of fact, I was watching Trashcast.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. He has no comic books.
And he had a guest on, Paul Ravoche. And he nailed Eric July in one word so perfectly. It was one of those words that I thought, why didn't I think of this myself?
Because you probably just regurgitate other
IQ,
people's opinions.
genetics.
He called him a carpetbagger.
All right. I'm gonna look this word up myself because he blurred that out because this is how disingenuous people are. So what's that word? Carpetbagger. Okay, so let's type it in. Carpetbagger definition. There we go. So what is a carpetbagger?
Are you from the Midwest?
So this is the definition of it, which is a political candidate who seeks election in an area where they have no local connections. What? No way. Okay, so he got that part right, but why did he bleed out this part? A person perceived as an unscrupulous opportunist. That would be the organization is rife with carpetbaggers. What? Okay, we're all right. That's so
I don't
fucking cringe.
I think that he looked up the word, and he's not going to, as we continue, he's not going to really give us any depth as to why he thinks this perfectly describes Eric July. He's just going to have said that and then move on and not provide any sort of his own personal insight into how this word translates to Eric July. He's just gonna be like, yeah, that's a word, and Eric July sounds like that word.
Straight up NPC behavior with some of these people, dude. Yep. So fucking cringe. And to be fair, everyone's technically an opportunist because you need to take opportunity with things because, guys, we only got one life. You got to take opportunities with things. I'm just saying, you know? Oh, what is this fucking fat retard going to say?
And what is a carpetbagger? Normally, it deals with government. It deals with people trying to
already saw that.
Get into government. They move from one state to another. But another term for carpetbagger is an unscrupulous opportunist. And that is exactly what Eric July is.
I hope you give some thorough insight on this.
He literally just read it. He basically, not verbatim, recited exactly what the description said. Like, he didn't even know that was going to happen till he brought that up, I think. Like, he's like, I'm not sure what this word is, but and he read it, and you heard him pause so he could process a different way to say it. Then he repeated it back and gave no depth or insight outside of exactly what the description said because he doesn't know what any of it means.
Eric July does not care about comic books.
You know, says the guy with no comic books. Oh, wait, no. Is that some up on his shelf? I can barely
see.
See.
Video games? Or these
might be
comics or video games? But he has a Cobra Commander
DVDs.
Here.
None of those shelves are big enough to have a comic on them. They're not wide, like they're not tall enough to fit it.
I will say this. I can't tell. It looks like it. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. But I will say this. He says Eric July doesn't care about comic books. Okay? Let's just go to Eric's channel. Let's just do that. Because I like to show proof here, guys. I like to, I'm a guy where I'll show you the proof of when someone said something. Okay? Let's go Eric July right here. Okay, Eric July. Let's just go. Inside you help with your YouTube search when you come to commentators, guys. There's a search bar right there on people's channels. Just hit comic books. Okay? So keep in mind, if Eric didn't care about comics, why did he create his own comic book company? That right there alone dispels anything that guy just said. Keep in mind, if I don't care about
the industry's making money right now.
Yeah. I think it's if Eric didn't care about comic books, why did he make a comic book company? It's like, but people want more proof. Sure, I'll give it to you. I'll hit enter. Okay, he has plenty of videos talking about comic books. This was when he reviewed the Donny Cates Thor run. Actually, that's the trade paperback. That's issues 1 through 5. I bought it myself. Have I read it yet? No, because I you guys know, I moved and I have a ton of books I have to still read and review. But there you go. So let's go over that. A book that isn't trash. This is the Donny Cates trade paperback for his Thor run. Okay, this video came out 3 years ago, August 17th, 2020. Now he said Eric doesn't care about comic books. If Eric didn't care about comic books, why did he put out a video that is at length of about 9 minutes giving his opinion about this? You know, I'll say this right now. If people don't care about comics, they don't put out videos talking about comic books. Just saying, you don't do it. But if you do care about comic books, the people that genuinely do, they have videos talking about them. There's a lot of videos on Eric's channel talking about comic books. Remember the tokenization video he did that got a lot of people's attention with like race swap characters? Like,
Yep.
If he didn't care about comic books, why did he make a video talking about tokenization of characters? That one got a lot of traction, actually. Made people even go, "Wait a minute, that sounds kind of weird." Even if you disagree or agree,
That was a great video, dude.
a great video, actually. And I agree. Yeah,
One of the first one of his I saw.
it was one of those things. Like, if he doesn't care about comics, why did he make several dedicated videos breaking down comic stuff? Because I'd imagine he's going to say that and not give any explanation on it. Oh, God, fucking hell. We're already a minute in and my brain is about to fucking fry.
He does not care about comic book fans.
What is a comic book fan? The latest video installment from Matt Walsh's What is a Something series.
He doesn't care about comic book fans, but made his own comic book company to give comic book fans what he thought they were lacking from the mainstream. I love these blatant, retarded things people say, even though they're so debunkable by just, I don't know, looking at the person's profile page.
Explains why he doesn't
care about
comic fans.
He cares about one thing and one thing only.
How much you want to bet? He says money. How much you want to bet?
Of course he's going to say money. But it's like he's made 2 accusations, given no explanation, but I guess, he's got 10 more minutes to do it. So let's see what happens.
Dude, how much you want to bet after this he went to KFC to eat the nearest bucket of fried chicken? Eric always said his detractors are like fat, white, ugly dudes. Well, it wasn't too far off from that. Just saying.
And that thing?
Hey, I'm fat, white, and ugly.
Money.
Oh my God, we're right!
Of course. That's what they all say.
Shocker, everybody. A business owner cares about money. Freaking shocker. By that logic, you can't eat at McDonald's, Burger King. You can't buy coffee at Starbucks. You can't go to supermarkets owned by people. You can't buy a car from a dealership. You can't buy nothing because that business owner said, I care about money. God forbid.
Yes.
I want to employ people.
Very important. Super.
If you live by that logic, I better see you on your own farm growing your own food.
No, that would be hard, and he'd lose too many calories. He couldn't maintain his plump figure if he lost all those calories. This is the guy.
Have you seen Friday with Ice Cube and Chris Tucker? Remember the part where it's revealed that Chris smoking his own shit? This is the guy that would smoke his own shit and have to get shot by a truck dealer. Oh,
God. Goes.
Oh. Do you know why he would care about money, you fat retard? It's because that's how you employ people, and that's how you get other.
That's how you continue making books.
Yeah, it's how you continue making books. Is you get money for them. Do you know how people can make? Oh, well, this is back then logic for Hollywood. They don't really do this now because they just are anti-money for some reason. You know the reason why Hollywood's able to make all these sequels to all these franchises? They made a lot of money doing it.
Moreover, do you know why? Ethan's said this. Do you know why he puts on Trash Cast? He said he doesn't
make money. Right. He very clearly says, I get a lot of super chats doing it. Money. The very person you got that definition from is doing what you're criticizing Eric of. Find out how crazy that is, people. Look, hear what I just said there. He is criticizing Eric for something that EVS clearly does.
Yep.
Okay, when the other guy does it, though, hey, I'm not knocking EVS for getting some super chat money. Hey, get it how you live it. That's how I've always been. Get it how you live it, man. Hey, they're giving you
don't hate the player, hate the game.
Yeah, that's it. But I don't want to see you criticizing someone else when you don't criticize the other guy doing it. You fucking fat retard. Looks like the fucking Blob from X-Men Origins. Fucking hell.
Wow, that's some really creative editing he did. As an amateur as fuck video editor, I'm very impressed. I wonder what app on his phone he used.
All he wants is money.
No shit. A business owner wants money. water is wet. 1 + 1 = 2. I'm black. Oh my god, tell me something I don't
black?
know. I think so.
He doesn't care about you. He doesn't care about any other of the pay pigs that are giving him the money.
How do you know this?
Do I need him to care
What?
about me, for fuck's sake? I need him to give me a comic book.
That's
Like,
the
I
thing
don't
is,
need him to
what
come
is-
home and wipe my ass and hold my dick for me.
I'm
I
sorry,
just need
dude.
a
What
comic
is
book.
this level of weirdness that comes out of people? I swear, comic books bring out the weirdest, socially illiterate, retarded people I've ever met in my life. Oh my god, this random person that gave me a comic book doesn't care about me emotionally. No fucking shit.
In all honesty, I don't want them to care about me. Do you know why I don't want to give Marvel and DC my comics? Because they care so that they hate me. They hate what I believe. They hate what I stand for. They care a fuck ton about the fact that I don't agree with their ideology. So I don't give them my money.
Mm.
I give Eric July my money because he doesn't care. He doesn't give a fuck. He just wants me to, he wants my money. So he gives me comic books that I enjoy, and I give him my money for them. That's called capitalism, not fee. I want you to love me isms.
Like, what is this? He's like, he doesn't care about you or this. If he didn't care, why does he run the company? He very clearly cares. He cared
He cares
enough.
about the business and
Yeah.
the art form. You know, he's trying to get better at it. He's trying to hire people who are good at it. I think he absolutely does care about what it is he's doing. But like me, I don't need him to care about me. I need him to care about the quality of work that he puts out and getting a book to me. That's
Fucking
it.
weird
Care about his
people.
business.
So cringe. These people make all this random stuff up about Eric when applying none of this to Marvel or DC ever. Even Image,
Or
Dark Horse.
themselves.
Yeah. So disgustingly cringe.
It's just all about the money, and he's created this cult that people have joined, and whether you realize it or not, if you're part of the Rippaverse, you're in this cult.
So by that logic, anyone that likes any of the Comics Gate people's comic books are in a cult. We're using that logic. Marvel and DC is a cult.
Apparently.
I see. If we're gonna apply this level of logic to people, why don't we apply it to everybody? Why is it just this one isolated
Oh
thing?
no,
Then?
we can't do that.
Oh yeah, because logic. Wait, that would spell my narrative, make me look like a fucking
Logic
retard.
is racism.
Now, hopefully, this video will do one of two things.
It's done
This
nothing
video's gonna-
so far.
This video ain't doing shit.
Taking the two so far.
Yeah. Just saying, your video is going to do nothing. You're going to get laughed at by most people. Well, the people that won't laugh at you agree with you because they're also mentally ill, illiterate retards. But, I digress.
One, it'll help you realize you're in a cult, and you're going to go, wow.
Okay. I'm so glad you're going to tell people that they're in a comic book cult. The ones where you read about characters on pieces of paper. Thank God we need you for
This
that.
guy's. You should meme that face of his.
I'm fat and retarded just right there as a word bubble.
It's like, guy, your mouth doesn't need to be that open to use words.
I didn't realize this. I need to kind of step back and see what's, reevaluate life.
I mean, by that logic, is Comics Gate a cult? What you just said? Just saying.
Or two, you're going to double down, and you're going to give me the worst comments. The worst comments.
This guy looks like he's had too many double downs.
I'm going to read them all. Whether or not I reply to them or not, we'll see.
Yeah, people giving you backlash, or not say backlash, criticism. Yeah, of course you wouldn't reply to criticism. Of course you wouldn't. You
Can't take
scared,
criticism.
fucking scared little fat bitch.
But let's go through some of these things about a cult, and we'll see how.
What the hell is this hat he's wearing?
First and foremost, zero tolerance to criticisms and questions.
Okay. Oh, all right.
Yeah. I would say that is the basis for why we're here today. Eric July cannot.
He's gonna say Eric July can't take criticism. Oh boy.
None of
Can't
them
wait.
take criticism. When they're criticized, they just fight about it all day long. At least the stuff, what I've seen from Eric July is that he's probably heard some of the criticism.
Huh? You're good now. You're good now.
Okay. He makes changes to the way he's operated and does business. He hired an art director. He actually has taken action on many of the things he's been criticized about, even by EVS. EVS won't admit that.
Yeah.
Not that I've seen anyways.
Do you remember when you remember when the first ISOM campaigns launched and fans were like, why? Because he took criticism for this and he flipped it. He would release the main cover. And then people were like, hey, just release the main cover and then the exclusive covers. And he was like, going forward with the Alpha Core campaign, I'm going to release the main cover along with the other exclusives. That clearly right there is taking criticism.
Yeah.
Recently where he said he was going to start moving differently, right? Where I'm pretty sure he said, talked to Jeremy and Nerdrotic, they were like, hey man, there's no time worth in going back and forth with these kind of weirdos. And he was like, probably like, you're right, because he hasn't really been doing the whole monetize your haters thing. That's just two things that I could lay out right there. So if a person can't take criticism, they would not apply to any possible way that you can see. It's that simple.
Absolutely cannot.
I want to see this guy's evidence for it, though. Let's see what he actually says. He's got 9 minutes.
He said 0 tolerance for criticism. Okay, so Strider's been on his promotional stuff for Eric's channel. Royce, a Drink with Crazy, has criticized ISOM. So Strider. I mean, I've criticized it in my own way myself. I think you've had
your own. We both have.
Yeah.
Every comic that's been out so far, we've had something critical to say about it.
Yeah. So I've never been blocked. Just saying, none of it. People that even have a little, even if you like ISOM in general, have slight disagreements on what it is. Eric doesn't block those people. He blocks people who are clearly fake that they care about comic books, who are very clearly showing that they're fake as involved with like giving a shit about what he's actually doing and just want to troll. It's average people block people like that because you're not worth the time.
He can cry all day about how he can take criticism, but at the end of the day, he blocks his critics.
Called it again.
I know he said he got these words from Trashcast. Ethan also does that himself. Ethan also blocks people. So I would love for the rest of this video if we're going to apply it to both ways. I would love that to happen. I know
that's not going to happen. I mean, we've called everything he's going to say in this video so far. So
remember, they're not the NPCs.
We're getting nothing new from this dude.
Remember, they're not the NPCs. They're the ones who are the
they're
the right ones.
Astute so far.
He makes fun of his critics.
He makes fun of critics. Everyone on this planet makes fun of critics. Do you live under a
They
rock?
do. Especially if they operate in bad faith, like many of his do.
Oh, so I know people are going to be like,
thing as bad faith criticism.
So I know a lot of people are going to be like, well, Eric
uses that.
So I know people bring up that Eric uses bad faith criticism a lot, and because this thing, guys, if you don't know something, just look it up to see if the person is telling the truth, right? This is what bad faith means. Okay, so Ethan even said bad faith doesn't exist. That's not a thing. Okay.
See, that's the thing, though. He told me, because I'd super chatted about this before, that not because I've said so. You take every ounce of criticism, everyone's criticism, every single person, anyone who says it, and he admitted that no, there are certain people's criticism that he doesn't take because he doesn't find it.
Mike Partika was one of them.
Huh?
Mike Partika was one of them.
Yep. So he absolutely had to cop to the idea that there are people who have bad faith takes. There are people who are just going to shit on him because they don't like his art or they don't like him or whatever. And like that is in bad faith. There is no, the purpose of critiquing somebody in good faith or just critiquing is to make an example of the faults that there are so that you can help them improve. Like if you don't care about something, if you really don't care about it, you're not critiquing it. Like you or we're probably not going to find us critiquing the book Little Women anytime soon.
Right.
I don't think we'll be reading that book. Just don't care. Not our style, not our thing. Doesn't, I would never critique it because I wouldn't even read it. So why,
The thing I want to add to your
say-
point to bring up the bad faith definition, guys, this is what bad faith means. Intent to deceive. That's all you need. Okay? Right there. Those three words. Intent to deceive. So let's bring up 2 examples. The Dick Masterson thing. The reason why Eric kept saying bad faith is because this is what bad faith means. Intent to deceive. That means that person is not doing that out of your best interests or that they care. Their intent is to deceive you. Do people know what deception is? They're trying to trick you, okay?
That's Dick Masterson's entire fucking brand.
So when Ethan is saying things like bad faith doesn't exist, it's like, do you know the definition of that word? Like, Brett BA was using that in his debate that he had on Frost Comics Exchange. It's like he's like, I don't think bad faith exists, or I don't believe it exists. Like, Brett, do you know what it is? Because that's the thing. When I told people what this actually meant, people were like, even on the Frost Comics debate that he had with BA had with Tim, people were like, oh yes. If I know someone is trying to deceive me, or I think they are, why would I listen to you? Like, why would I listen to you?
Exactly.
Like, what is ridiculous? It's this word clearly exists. And if anyone says it doesn't, you are fucking retarded. Look it up, okay? Why would anybody listen to someone who is clearly trying to deceive them? Let's give an example here. What if I went up to Professor Savage and I said, hey, yo, dog, and I would use the N-word because, I'm black and I gotta say the N-word after every fucking sentence. Hey, yo, dog, what's up, my nigga? Your wife out here cheating, dog. She out here slinging meat with Tyrone, dog. You'd be like, oh, what? But, my intent to deceive him right there, because maybe I want to be with this wife. Obviously, this is for clearly an example purposes, right? This is just an example. Okay. So what did I do there? I intentionally tried to deceive him with a lie, because I don't have his best interest at heart, and I just want to lie to him. That's what bad faith is. And a lot of you guys went with this like, it doesn't exist, without even knowing what the definition even means. Fucking stupid NPC
I don't know how you get to a certain point in your adult life where you don't know what the term bad faith is. Like, how do you
see? Everyone says Christians are bad faith. If the reason why people don't even convert to Christianity, not like bashing religion or anything, is because people have said the Christians that they've interacted with have been bad faith. Okay.
Yeah.
I would have to wonder. I don't even know what logic in your brain could even conjure that this word doesn't exist. You would legit have to put your head in the sand and go, I ignore this word. I ignore this. Okay. Now, what is good faith by definition? Gee, I wonder what it is. Let's look it up. I'll help you guys out here. I'll help you guys out. Okay. Honesty or sincerity of intention. Okay. You see the difference between the two? That's what they are. Okay. If your intent, and remember, Dick Masterson doesn't like Eric. Okay. Just put it out there. Why?
Not even for any of this shit.
Okay. So now we know that. Now that we know that Dick Masterson doesn't like Eric, why would I believe anything he has to say has any merit? But he doesn't intend to deceive Eric. Just pointing out, why are it's just stupid, honestly, ridiculous.
Gaslight his followers to go out and also criticize his critics, just so he can make himself feel better.
He doesn't tell anyone to do anything. If someone willingly does that, it's because they choose to do that. And also, let's. A lot of other people's fans do that too. Any super fan does that. I don't agree with it, but they do it.
That is one of the tenets of being a cult leader. You can get your people to do whatever.
Is there any proof that he says that Eric? Do you have any proof that he said to do this? Because if someone just willingly does that on their own, if someone goes out there and says this person is doing this, and the fans go, "You're wrong," I show proof. That's an that's a average thing. No one is going to take the random word of morons on the internet. You're supposed to be like, show me proof. You're supposed to be like, hey, can you kind of prove what you're saying? That's an average thing people say.
A 12-minute video and bring no web paper receipts. Get a doc cam, show it to the camera. Mm-hmm. If you're not going to show anything but a stupid PowerPoint with some weird fucking overly loud background noise for way too long, bro. Like, we can read your words in less time than you let it set up there with that loud, weird, like fucking noise.
Oh God.
But if you're not gonna bring any receipts and if you're just gonna talking head this and you're not even gonna like fucking put a meme in or a transition or anything, and affect like who and why would anybody watch this? This is going to get fucking buried in the algorithm.
And
this
the
is
thing that I'll tie
trash video editing.
The thing that I'm going to tie into the zero tolerance to criticism and bad faith thing, Erica said, why would I take criticism from people that are in bad faith? Yeah, average people do that. Like, no, I'm not taking criticism from people who are clearly trying to fuck with me. That'd be retarded, actually.
Whatever you want. Well, all the people that are going to comment here, telling me how bad I am, how great Rippa is, he did this.
Hold on. Wait a minute. You made a video.
Where?
And then people went to your comment section to criticize you. And then you said in this video, I might not respond to them. Oh yeah, it sounds like you can't take criticism yourself. You are bringing these people to you.
Besides you and I here, who's criticizing this? And this is just because we're up late fucking around talking shit. Like, is this getting anything? What's this getting? Wow, 70?
190 comments?
It's going to be people shitting on him. The Nerd Way. Sure. He has 1,000 followers. How do you... God damn, I need to spend more time working on my material. If this gets 1,000 followers, dude, I should be...
Just saying, before we go back into the video, I guarantee that's probably one of his highest view videos. Or one of, if not.
No, I'm saying he's got 1.48k subscribers. Like, god damn. 162 videos, though. That's definitely taken him a minute, but...
What, 4, 8? Okay, so in his top 8 videos... One of them is about ISOM. If you want to extend that to 10, 2 of his top videos are about Arab July and ISOM. Another one right there, top videos about Yaira.
So he's getting about 1,000 views per video, roughly.
All spread out within like months and months. Yeah. Years.
Like, so he's got a thumb, but nothing else.
He doesn't even put out videos consistently, actually.
Yeah.
God, this is so weird.
Production? Because this video he's doing here so far is trash. All he's got is a.
This is his first video in a while. Compared to what we just saw of the gaps in his uploading, this is his first video in a while. Imagine his fans are like, where have you been at, buddy? Oh, I'm talking about another black man not being interested in comic books, even though you can't prove that. And even by, people, I know there's young kids that watch this. When you learn in life, you go by someone's actions. If someone's actions show that they're about what they're saying, that's kind of probably who they are. Going off what they're saying is not exactly wholeheartedly proof.
It's all him. Next, unreasonable fears about the outside world that often involve evil conspiracies and persecutions. Why do you think he has all these NDAs going out? He can't talk about anything. Hell, he'll even NDA himself if he thinks it's going to keep him from talking about things.
There are things out there that Eric could do that everyone's going to comb through. This is like, what's that Family Guy thing Peter said to that one episode? He had to go back in like 4th grade because he didn't pass it. Who the hell cares? Who gives a fuck? Like, is this what the hill we're dying on? Someone NDAing themselves? This is the hill we're dying on, people?
It's such a joke, the NDAing himself thing. I mean, it's literally to make fun of people like this guy. This guy who take the fact that he uses an NDA for non-disclosure agreement for his media company, which nearly all of them use. It just proves how inept this guy is. Like, it's par for the course. It's so par for the course. Like, he doesn't understand that when they make when Eric July and the other Rippaverse people make the NDA jokes, they're literally pointed at this guy. All the people like him. They're making fun of him with the jokes because that's what they are.
Oh my God, what a fucking idiot.
Eric, if you're watching, nobody cares about your characters. Nobody wants to steal your characters.
If nobody cared, why was there a lawsuit? That would be wrong. Why was there a contention for the ISOM name if no one cared? I'm just saying, like, if no one cared.
If nobody cares, why in the fuck is he making a video? He definitely cares.
Yeah. That's such an odd thing. It's like, no one cares about your characters. All right, cool. No one cares about a
No
lot
one
of
cares
characters
about
from
this
Marvel and
guy's
DC.
video.
Like, what the- no
Far
one cares
more
about a
people
lot of
care about-
characters in general.
Far more
Like-
people care about Eric's characters than care about this video.
Right, yeah.
I'm a writer.
No one gives a fuck.
I have a lot of things that I've written.
And no one cares about your characters. No, what's a character this guy's made?
It
I don't
sounds
know.
like-
So,
You know
probably
who the
another
fuck this
fat
guy
slug.
is.
Yeah, a lot of people go, "Well, I'm a writer," and then people will usually be the nice response, be like, "What have you done?" You know, because no one's heard of what this guy's done.
Something I self-published on Amazon.
None of which have anything to do with you at all. You can have your garbage characters. You can have your Isom and your Gyra and your Horseman and whatever god awful other characters you're going to produce.
I'll just say this:
You didn't
if
create
someone doesn't
Horseman.
like Eric's characters, that's going to be a whatever thing. You can't control that. But I will say that his characters will be a lot more talked about than your characters will. Just saying, just in general, no one knows what the fuck you are.
Look how little this guy knows and how he presents. He doesn't realize Eric didn't create Horseman.
Yeah,
that was Chuck Dixon and Joe Bennett.
Yeah, Chuck Dixon said, what the Rippaverse really needs is a street-level character, so I created this concept, and Eric said, go for it. Can't even get basic facts right.
I don't want them. Other decent creators don't want them either.
Oh my lord.
He's not a creator.
Oh my god.
You're
Everyone
not a creator,
who's gonna watch
buddy.
this, please understand
this video wasn't created. This is you talking. You did nothing to this video, but sit in front of your camera.
Why do you guys do this to me? The idea of being independent is to have your own things. That's why people are indie comic creators, is to have their own characters that you don't have to basically have an editor or an overlord tell you what you can or cannot do. The reason why no one would inherently want Gyra, Isom, Alpha Core, Horseman is because they want their own things. That's why you become an indie comic creator, you fat retard.
Why? See, this guy's argument is self-defeating. If nobody cared, why is he making this video? If he doesn't care about them, then why does he have any sort of give a shit that Eric has NDAs over them? Like, why does it matter to him if he doesn't care? And what does it care if you don't know? Why do you care? You clearly care.
Yeah, let's bring this up.
Why you're mad about NDAs?
If nobody cared about Eric's stuff. Why are they constantly talking about him 365 days a year, 24 hours a day, every minute they're tweeting about him? If you claim you don't care, why are people talking about him this much? This is an unhealthy obsession. The point where he had to make a 12-minute video talking about this stuff. No one cares about Eric's characters. Yes, they do, because they clearly every day spend every waking moment talking about them.
He does.
Why are we ignoring objective reality? What are we doing in life anymore?
Yeah.
We're ignoring basic things that happen? What the
fuck? This guy 100% cares about those characters because that's why he's bitching about the NDAs. If he didn't care about the characters, he wouldn't care that there's NDAs about the other characters Eric's created, because he wouldn't care. He supposedly doesn't care about them. He wants any information he can get because he wants to make retarded videos like this. Like, ooh, I got a scoop because there's no NDAs, or I found out about this NDA. It's like, why the fuck do you care? If you don't care about his characters, why are you making this video at all? It's done nothing and will do nothing.
It's ridiculous. The idea of being independent is to have your own characters. And yeah, people don't know those characters are obscure, unpopular. Well, that's what being an indie is for. But at least they're your own. At least you own them 100%. You can sell them off to someone.
You don't need to NDA people to keep them from talking. It's ridiculous.
If only we could NDA him.
Just steal your stuff. You, my friend, are living in some weird bubble where you think everybody's out to get you. Nobody's out to get you. Nobody cares.
I'm not saying out to get. That'd be a strong word. But I will say that people are out to slander and out to do crazy things.
Yep.
You know?
Cares about you.
No one cares about him. All right, we had a random guy show up to his dead grandfather's gravesite. Okay? No one cares, though, right? We just ignore those things, right? Nobody cares about Eric, yet they spend every waking moment talking about him.
only reason we're talking about you is because at one time you presented yourself as someone who can't take criticism. You're a little bitch who can't take criticism. That's why we're here.
No, you are a fat, ugly, pickle juice drinking retard.
Going back to this, he had no point. He was making no point there. Like, guy, if nobody cares, why the fuck are you making this video? Did you not think that through? Seriously, you clearly care. You clearly care so much. You took 12 minutes of your time and probably another hour to figure out how to upload it because just the sloping brow and everything. But if you, why do you had nothing to contribute, nothing to add. No, you don't even have your own like
he doesn't have a point that he's standing on.
Information. He's done no other looking. He's just literally repeating shit that he just listened to straight on Trashcat.
Yeah, straight up NPC behavior. Like, this is so fucking
This is an NPC video. This is a sad example of exactly what NPCing does. He's adding nothing. I could have just watched Trashcat. People, don't watch this guy's video. If you want to detract with Eric, go watch Trashcast. At least it's creative, kind of. Other than the repeating subject of Eric Bad, but at least it's creative. At least somebody put some effort into the production of the intro videos. Like, this is just terrible. This is a waste of this own man's time. Like, God, I hope he doesn't have a family or something. They're never going to get that 12 minutes back, buddy. You just wasted their life and yours. This is a pointless video that does nothing. It adds nothing. It brings nothing new to the table. You clarify nothing. You explain nothing. You literally are regurgitating shit you just read on Google. And you're like, NDA is bad. Nobody cares about your characters. So why don't you get rid of the NDA so I can talk about your characters? It's like, dude, no, you're here caring. If you didn't care about the characters, you never would have made this video. You wouldn't give a shit if there's an NDA, because why would you need to know about characters you don't care about?
Yeah.
Like, why?
Also, if people don't care about Eric, then why is Ethan making these long trash cats about him?
Exactly.
Literally letting Eric live rent-free in his head. Just saying.
Yep.
You just taking criticism like a man?
So basically, if you had just listened to a guy that was trying to deceive you.
Shitting.
Yeah, fuck it. Yeah. So that's what taking criticism is to people. So the idea of taking criticism is to listen to someone who is intentionally doesn't like me and trying to deceive me. And if I just did those things, if I just sacrificed basic logic, then I'd be looked at as good in people's eyes. Yeah, fuck that.
No, see, Eric has taken that criticism. He's made changes to the way he does business and does his company. He's listened to people. Mm-hmm. And hell, he's even done some of the things that EVS had suggested. You know, he picked up an art director. He has somebody actually looking at the art on these books now and taking more time to pay attention and care to it. So, like, this guy is just, I don't even know if he's regurgitating EVS points. Like, I think he's regurgitating points he saw on like Twitter threads from miscellaneous people and trying to assemble.
And like, I also want to say this right quick, which is if he says, well, if Eric just had just taken criticism, we wouldn't be here. No, let's not play that game. You guys would find any reason. Like, stop doing that. Oh, if he had just did this, then I'd be satisfied. No, nothing will ever satisfy people like you. It just, come on, let's stop doing that. Let's stop pretending, please.
You could have just said, hey, you know what? All the criticism about ISM 1, I hear you.
Yeah, just let people just blatantly lie and just make up stuff and just go like, oh, yeah.
Okay, I'll do better. And moved on. Nobody would have cared about you from this point on.
Such a lie. We know that's a lie. Why are we even pretending that would have been a thing? That is a fucking lie.
No one was making this big a deal about you. But because you proved you can't, well, we're all here.
People had a big problem. People had a quote unquote big problem with Eric before he was a comic book person that he is. The comic book stuff, in my opinion, just kind of accelerated their craziness. So no, I don't believe if he did what you just said, he would not be talked about. What planet do you people live on?
This guy still isn't providing any sort of new information. Yeah. He's just repeating shit. Like, dude, we can get warmed over commentary by scrolling our Twitter thread. We don't need your low IQ takes on it. Like this is really depressing to watch. This guy is not actually formulating original thought. Like this is what it looks like when you see everyone who spent too much time in a Twitter thread, and you try to talk to them, and all they have is the thing they saw last. You know, it's like, oh, I can't think of anything else because I can't think. Like this guy's definitely never joining Mensa. Great writer, I'm sure.
Thank you, Eric. Next, abuse of members.
Oh, great! If someone's claiming abuse,
abuse Eric member.
Oh God! All right. Good Lord! All right. What is this dog shit?
So far, no evidence presented, and nothing compelling or different than shit he read off of a Twitter thread.
Yeah.
No evidence. No even depth of thought or context added to the terms he found on Google.
Mm-hmm. Oh Lord, what is this dog shit?
Come on. If you're paying $100 for a shiny cover, if you're paying $45 for a short box, a short cardboard box with garbage 3D asset images of Isom.
Oh God,
Stop
my 3D
right
asset.
there. Stop right there.
How much is EVS charging for his boxes?
And chromium covers. But before that, I know this guy doesn't buy comics by what he just said. Or maybe he does, and he's bought some backhand, secondhand bullshit from somewhere. I don't know. But I will say this. For people that say he charged this much money for this cover, he charged this much money for this. Okay, so let's just operate on a clear basis, right? Comic books cost a lot of money. Even a pull list. Let's say you had a pull list, and let's say those books cost about $5.99, $6.99 each. Okay, that's going to run you about $30, which is what Isom is generally kind of worth, like $35, which originally was what he was selling it for, right? People said he was charging too much. Guys, I have books myself that I've paid well over $40 for. Literally, first of all, any omnibus is over $50. You know?
Yep.
Any omnibus is over $50. There's trade paperbacks out there of older collection of stories that are over $50. Epic Collections, Marvel is doing this right now with their Epic Collections, where they're reprinting the older stories from like the very beginning for like all these characters. Could be Scarlet Spider, Wolverine, Spider-Man, any of it. You know how much those books cost, guys? $45. Do you know why? I looked them up because I buy books consistently. Okay? So that's not abuse, charging a certain amount of money for comic products. Okay? Now people say, should he have charged this much money for a short box? Okay, first of all, this is an indie comic book company, right? They need to make money to survive. So if you have people that are willing to buy that, go ahead. I haven't bought everything from Eric. I'm not gonna get the art book. I don't care about art books. But if someone is cool, that's fine. I didn't care about the short box. If someone is cool, that's fine. But I hate hearing this, like, these books cost too much money, blah 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 blah. Then you don't buy books.
They cost so much money.
Fucking liar.
And they're covered in 3D assets and wah 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 wah. Like he was saying there, like, oh, and it's got all the 3D generated la 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 la. Like, fucking dude, EVS has done the same shit. Eat a dick. Like, you sound retarded at this point.
So what is the basis argument for these? Oh, but this book has 3D assets, but it was revealed that manga creators use them too. Why aren't you raising hell with those manga creators that use them? Oh, because it's selective and you don't apply your logic across the board consistently. Fucking idiots.
You can't.
You're being abused. All right, you can get a short.
I want all comic book fans out there. If you've ever bought an omnibus, you've been abused. If you ever bought an omnibus, you've been abused. What the fuck? You were abused paying for variant covers. Yeah, okay. There's variant covers that come out for characters right now. I don't buy as many. I usually buy the standard cover because money. Variant covers on eBay go for a decent amount of money depending on who you're buying it from. When Transformers #1 came out, there was quite a bit of variant covers. A lot of those variant covers cost quite a bit of money. Guess those sellers were abusing you. Because if we're going to apply logic into this level of mindset, we need to apply it to everybody then. Oh, wait, it never happens.
If you've waited over 2 or 3 years for your comic, you've been abused.
Just saying, hey, maybe waiting for your books for 3 years will abuse someone. That's abusing your members, not giving them what they fucking paid for, honestly.
Box for $8.
You can do that. Then go do it then.
There's no graphics on it.
I love when people say, I could buy this trade paperback for $15. Okay, cool. Who gives a fuck if you can? Like, what kind of argument is that? Are you telling me that you could buy something cheaper? Yeah, you could always do that. What kind of
exactly.
What level of logic is that? Oh, I could just get this book for cheaper. You can, but you can also. There's also plenty of other books that don't cost that. Oh my god, this is ridiculous.
Well, not to mention, it's like these are what Eric is putting out isn't just a regular fucking comic book box.
Yeah,
like this guy's just talking about the white paper cardboard fucking ones. Like he's retarded.
The short boxes that are complete trash that get damaged in like less than 2 months, 3 months if you start moving around consistently. Like what? Yeah, overcharging. Overcharging depends on whose standard. I can appeal right now. Okay, so this Batman Long Halloween hardback, this cost me on eBay about I think $30 actually. This was $30. Sorry, I'm by eBay. Sorry, correct myself. It's a Barnes & Noble. The retail price for this, I'll put it up to the screen right there. Professor has this book. Oh, look at what that retails for. Crazy. This retailed for 32 attacks, $32.95 to be exact. I remember. Yeah. Abuse, right? I got abused, right?
You did.
Crazy. I guess Barnes & Noble are abusing you for charge. If you go by and buy an omnibus from Barnes & Noble, they charge you MSRP. Yes, exactly. That's like $130.
You're abused if you decide to pay $45 for a full art long box versus $8 for just a regular old white cardboard long box. Very abused.
A short box with images of Spider-Man, Batman.
Cool. They can go do that then. I hate when people do that. Well, I can go get this for cheaper. No one's stopping you.
You're not going to get one of those boxes with Spider-Man, Iron Man,
and being like, "Hey, dude, if you don't want to be dehydrated, you can just drink water, dude." It's like, no fucking shit. It's like when that person says it, or like the people in the conversation that go, "Well, in my opinion," well, no shit, it's in your opinion. What?
Yeah. Well, also, it's like you can't get a full art Spider-Man or Iron Man or Batman box anywhere for fucking $8. This guy's retarded.
Yeah. If you think that, if you believe that, you can buy a premium Batman short box for $8. Hell, fucking, what crack are you on?
X-Men Justice League for $12 to $16, but you're gonna pay $45 for garbage asset.
The reason why Marvel and DC can charge you for that, and it's not really them charging for that, it's probably someone on eBay doing it. Because let's not go there. It's because they can get those prices that way. And if it's someone just charging out of their buttfuck store on eBay, then yeah, they can charge. Oh my god! And he's like, "Well, you're gonna pay this much for 3D asset." Wow, fucking hell!
That's 3D assets.
Can you prove the short box has 3D assets? None of you guys can prove it has 3D assets. All you guys have been basically putting out is this guy on Twitter showed me. And people have asked for proof. Okay, so when I say I want proof, I want to show me he used 3D assets. Show me he used them. Not I got my opinion from a person on Twitter and they told me what it was. That's not proof. That's you just looking at someone showing an image and you just believe it because you can't think for yourself.
You deserve to be taken. You deserve to have your money stolen from you.
Well, it's not stolen. You got your product.
You deserve to be abused because that's what he's doing. He's abusing you. If you're paying $1,000.
All right, I'm going to show you guys this right now because this guy's retarded. Okay, here, I'll show you this right now. This just happened, okay? So you guys know that comic book series with Thor that's out recently? It's called The Immortal Thor. Okay, so The Immortal Thor. I showed this to Professor, I think it was the week before last week he was on. Remember that trade paperback that Marvel, you know the price that Marvel's charging for that trade paperback? $4.
Oh, yeah, I think so.
Yeah, let's look at it. Let's look at it. The Immortal Thor, Volume 1. Just came out as a trade. A lot of the fans are talking about this. This is how I know this guy doesn't buy comics. Look at what that is. 6 issues, annuals there too, technically. $30. Like okay.
I mean, that's
I'm so glad we know comics and we're applying this to everybody.
It's a lot of abuse going on right there. I mean, it's really intense.
$1 for the everything all at once Yaira tier. You deserve, just give him your bank account now, because eventually,
What's wrong with someone buying everything in the campaign? What are the things we complain about anymore? What? Why did you go to the store and you have your shopping cart full of things? What?
he's going to get it. He's going to take all your money. Just give it to him now, because that's all he wants. He wants your money. He doesn't want.
He wants your money. Yeah, he does. He's openly said that. He wants your money. He said that.
No,
Yeah,
for
I
it.
agree with a little bit, because Eric said that. But he wants your money because he wants to keep the company thriving and to produce more comics. Not in the deceitful way that this guy's bringing up.
He doesn't want your loyalty. He wants nothing but your money.
Every business owner is like that. The reason why you don't know that is because they don't say those things. The reason why a lot of people think people are like that is because they don't really do like interviews to talk in that way. Every business owner wants your money. That this is not an unknown secret. Okay.
Oh yeah, but business owners want to hang out with them and be friends.
Yeah, like that's what Eric was talking about. All this like stuff that people keep, all this semantical bullshit. Who cares about any of that friend bullshit? Get the comic books done, and I'll charge you, and I pay you money. That's it. All this gay little friendship bullshit this random fucker is talking about. Who cares about all that? I don't care if the owner likes me. I don't really care. Fuck, I'm never gonna meet this person in real life.
All these cultists want. He's like some televangelist, just walking around preaching. Saying all the right things, and all you morons are just. He's right. Let's just give him money so he can say more things that we think is right. Good on you, mate.
Welcome to YouTube, dipshit.
God. People agree with someone and they want to support them? No, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, why is this guy here?
This is the final one. Holy God.
A belief that the leader is right at all times.
What the hell does this mean?
I've seen quite a bit of chatter on the interwebs, more importantly on X, formerly Twitter, where people are just espousing how great Eric is.
You sound pretty jealous. Yeah, sounds pretty jealous right there, buddy.
Yeah, nobody's ever said that about anything you've written, have they?
Because they don't know what it is.
Yeah, exactly.
And how he's right all the time. Oh, he's had 4 $1 million campaigns.
Okay, so here's what I'll say to that. The people that say he's right all the time. Okay, so people disagree with him. It's just, if people think he's right all the time, that's their own personal way of thinking. I don't think that. There's been things Eric said I disagree on. There's plenty that Eric said here that people disagree on. But there's going to be those super fans out there that literally do suck off everything he says. That's just going to happen. Sorry, guys. I'm not. That's the way it is. But there's always a balance. The reason why he wouldn't bring that up to you is because he wants you to believe there's a narrative that everyone just thinks Eric's right. There's plenty of people that disagree with him. Professor Hating did with the whole CBC thing.
Yeah.
Like, come on, people. Don't let this guy lie to you about narratives. Go look for yourself.
Just because you have $1 million campaign,
which is very rare. There's only a few people that have ever had $1 million campaigns. It's crazy. Ethan had one, but the thing with Eric's makes it even more impressive. I'm not dissing that Ethan had $1 million campaign. What I'm saying is, it's even more impressive to have it multiple times, because it's like in sports. Whenever you win a big trophy, people say, "Oh, it's luck. Do it again." Well, you did it 3 times.
Just because you've been immensely successful with all of your campaigns doesn't mean you know what you're doing. You don't know what you're doing because you don't take criticism. Just because you make $1 million every time you have a campaign doesn't mean you know what you're doing. You should listen to me. I'm an artist.
Oh, God, so effing cringe. Holy crap.
Cringe.
Comic book's good. It just means there's a lot of people who are willing to give up their money for garbage.
Objective statement, no evidence actually provided. Try again, buddy.
all the stuff that he said throughout the video, no actual evidence. Just hey, just trust me, bro.
Thought.
I guarantee you, his wife is in the next room getting pounded out by Tyrone or a Shindig. I guarantee you. Good Lord, there's things I can't say on YouTube.
This video ends this way. Here's my prediction. I've got to end this video now. I need to go make my sandwiches for my wife's bull. He's done plowing her butthole out. I'm going to need to make sandwiches. He says he needs energy after he's done with her.
Mm-hmm.
Ending of the video prediction. I could be wrong.
Yeah. Just give it all to him. Just pony it all up. Just push it all in. I'm all in. I'm only in on Eric July. He's the best.
Thing, what is wrong with that? If someone's like, "Hey, I want everything in the campaign," because what's wrong with that? Jealousy. He's jealous people won't buy his stuff the same way. That's literally what that is.
Yeah, exactly.
There's nothing wrong with what he just. There's nothing wrong with what he just said there, but it would only. But you gotta be like, what's wrong with the fan supporting a creator that way? Like, what is wrong with that? There is nothing. He's just jealous. That's really all it is.
He has no evidence, no way to prove. Like, objectively, to him, the book is bad. Basically, what he's saying is 10,000 some odd people disagree with him. So, yeah, I'm gonna stick with the 10,000 people who say, "No, guy, you're actually wrong," and it isn't like fucking Long Halloween. It isn't Dark Knight or anything like that. It's not like the greatest work of comic fiction that's ever come to pass, but they're good. I don't have a huge issue. I mean, I have some very pointed issues with them, but like nothing that really drove me off the wall. It is stupid like shit like this, I'll admit. Wasn't particularly interested in YuGiOh. I was probably going to pick it up later, but stupid shit like this, I was like, this is all retarded. Why is this so retarded? So you know what? For once, I bought a book that I wasn't going to buy right away. Like I said, I would have got it eventually. I probably would have waited closer to release or maybe after it had started fulfilling and picked it up. And I said, nah, I'll spend my money right now. These people sound retarded. So you sold me a book, buddy. Good job.
Good Lord, a person who sold you their book. This guy would probably think that's antithetical or some gay bullshit like that.
Yeah.
Just ever. He is everything. He's everything.
I guarantee he's gonna say Eric is everything that's wrong with indie comic books. I guarantee that's what he's gonna say.
Yep. He's trying to put the words together in his brain and look at how slow.
Such on NPC behavior that he has to boot up what to say because he doesn't even know what the fuck he's talking about.
Spin up sections of his brain to remember the alphabet.
That he complained about in every video before he started making comic books. He complained about Marvel and DC.
Who didn't? What I always find it crazy that people only attribute to. A lot of people complain about how bad the stories and quality had gotten. That wasn't just him. And even if he did, who cares? Oh, boo-hoo.
Comics fucking Twitter or fucking comics YouTube at all, bro.
Yeah.
That's what we do.
He's not the only one complaining about the bad quality of the stories. And like I always said before, who cares if he did? Oh, boo-hoo. He could criticize. The thing is, if I paid money for something and I didn't like it, of course you're going to get my opinion about it. Unlike you people who don't buy comics and apparently have such strong opinions about comics and that you don't buy them and you're only just based around the drama surrounding them. But you guys care so much, right?
And the MCU, how bad they were and everything bad they were doing. He's doing the exact same thing now.
Got any proof?
To take your money. But because he's developed this cult and all the cultists are, gathering around him to defend him, well, it's hard not to see what's going on as an outsider. I'm an outsider seeing what's going on. It's a cult.
Wow. Compelling arguments.
Compelling analysis.
Like, if this was a court of law, I think this guy would have to be convicted of being mentally challenged and have his legal capacity to function on his own taken away. Somebody please become power of attorney for this poor man.
Thank you. He spent 12 minutes coming to the conclusion that it's a cult. That's it.
I said it was a cult at the beginning, and now that my wife is almost done with Tyrone, it's still a cult. I told you I made a PowerPoint picture and I showed you, and I read some words. I found them on the Google, and you know what? They said what I said they said. I tell you what. And you know what? Carpetbagger is a bad thing. You know, I read it on the Google. You know what it is? Somebody who comes from a place where they aren't to be running for politics. And Eric July is the other definition that says unscrupulous. You know what unscrupulous is? I don't even know. My wife wouldn't tell me. She got 12 inches of thick Tyrone in her.
Thick
Right in her mouth.
BBC. Oh, shit.
I'm still holding out. That's the end of the video.
You made the money, I'm assuming. You go out and you work hard and you do a job and you make a money.
Yeah, by that logic, you go out and you work hard. You can do whatever you want with your own money. That's literally why you work. Don't need a fat fuck telling you otherwise. Thank you for saying that I can do what I want with my money.
YouTube 101. Constant wearing of hat, bald head. Why bald head? Low T.
Oh, God.
Money, you get paid every week or every 2 weeks. So spend your money the way you want. I'm not telling you how you.
Yeah, but he just shitted on you guys. Right. Look what you're stupid. They just contradicted what he just said. He just did it. He said, well, you guys give Eric your money. Well, yeah, by what you just said, they can do that because that's their money.
Yep.
You dumb
End
fuck.
of video.
Should
12 minutes later.
All I'm saying is if you're giving Eric July your money,
you have that's it's up there. Nothing you say matters. If you just said it right here like 5 seconds ago. You can do what you want with your own money, which I agree with. Yeah, then nothing you say after this matters. That's it. Conversation's over.
You're just pissing it away. There is going to be no.
Why do you care? Let's
You're
just say
buying
they are.
comic
Why do
books.
you care?
For fuck's sake, you're buying a comic book. Of course you're pissing it away. It is, you don't, there's no ROI on comics anymore. Like, are you fucking retarded? And that mouth he's making there looks like the one he makes at the 7-Eleven at 2 a.m. with his boyfriend. But like, you are pissing it away. There's no. I'm not. My ROI is reading this. I'm not making money off this. I'm not getting it. I could take the money that this costs and have burned it in my driveway. And what would I have lost? The same amount that I lost by having that, by buying this. What I get is the ability to read and enjoy something. Maybe it's good, maybe it isn't. Every comic I pick up is definitely not worth the while. But you're always pissing your money away when you're not buying something that isn't an investment or something that depreciates like this. You're kind of pissing it away. You're always pissing things away that depreciate. Like, get the fuck over it. Not as much. You know what was really pissing it away? The 12 minutes we watched this video.
Nobody is going to go on eBay and try to buy an Eric July comic book.
How do you know that? eBay has thousands, if not millions, of sales a day in buyers. How do you specifically know that? He doesn't, guys. He's just making up shit out of his ass, which he probably has dingleberries in.
No, he didn't even try to bring up fucking an eBay page and show us like sales statistics or anything like that. He just said a thing again with
That's
no
EBT
evidence,
behavior.
no backing, no proof.
Yeah, he's on autopilot. Yep.
He's got 12 minutes to like fucking. Guy, do you not understand? You just know how to press the button and hit record. Like, you don't know how to throw this into a fucking editor and at least like throw a fucking overlay in of a page. I mean, shit. At least, I don't know. Show us your phone. Damn, this is just sad.
Oh Lord,
for more than what you paid for it. Nobody. You can try to put it out there. No one's going to do it. And if they do,
let's live shit on this guy.
Most average people are not going to go on eBay and just like start selling off the stuff that they bought.
Check the private chat.
Yeah,
we can shit on him live right here. Okay,
this is what you brought up. Okay, I saw Rippaverse Comics. I saw him issue 1, all 3 covers, A, B, C, near mint. I think I bought from this guy before. I think I have. Look at that.
Nobody's going to buy it.
Nobody's going to buy it. No one's going to sell it. Yep.
No one's on eBay doing this. Oh my God. Definitely not going to happen. Let me see here.
Super simple stuff. Let's just look up Rippaverse. Let's do Alpha Core. Alpha Core.
Here we go.
Look at that. Easy.
Nobody's going to buy him.
Listing. Yeah, remember, no one's going to buy this stuff, but you got all these listings here. And yes, listings just don't obviously equal
sold
sales. Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure you can look at it. Yeah, this listing sold. Yeah, whatever listing was here was sold, and that sold yesterday at 11:23 a.m.
We have already, in this video right here, in a couple of seconds, managed to provide more evidence for our argument, if you would even call it that. We're barely arguing this here, than he did in 12 minutes. 12 whole minutes.
Oh,
he just
also,
talked.
I want to bring up something as well. When I clicked the link that Professor showed me in the private chat, this is a StreamYard thing we're doing, the sold listing, it disappears instantly because it was confirmed to have sold. This guy literally says they don't sell. It just showed you, that was just one example, but you just get what we're saying, how people just lie about stuff they don't know. It's super easy to look up.
Yep.
They're a bigger idiot than you are. So, the cult of the Rippaverse. You guys are just sad. And
no, you are a fat retard and no one likes or cares about you. That's the sad thing. Also, the sad thing is making a 12-minute video and providing no evidence of anything. And let's be honest here, after this video, you are going to go buy a bucket of chicken from KFC and shove it right up your ass because that's the only way you get any pleasure from anything.
Not even the fact
make sure you get biscuits and mashed potatoes and gravy. You fat fuck.
He didn't even take the time to show anything. He didn't even take the time to read the words he pulled up on Google so he could somehow apply them to the context he's trying to use. Like, if you're going to look up a term, guy, here's a little thing when you're going to try to make an argument. If you're going to look up a term and use that term for the very little amount of time that you did because you looked it up and realized you had no idea what that actually meant at all, at least look it up, read the definition a couple times until it gets through that quarter-inch thick skull, and come up with a way to apply it to what you have to say. I mean, the lack of evidence, the easily refutable points you've made, and the utter subjectivity of your complaints already defeated the video. But the least you could have done is not look foolish when trying to use the word carpetbagger. You didn't know what it meant at all. You heard somebody else use it. You'd literally never heard the word before. Yeah. And thought, wow,
but he believes what they're saying so
That's
hard.
More syllables that I can process at one time.
That's the thing is he heard that word, immediately said he looked it up, put it in his video, and barely even understood what it even meant. Fucking ridiculous.
I feel bad for you.
Pretty much. Oh, maybe man.
One day
no, you don't. You don't feel bad for any of them. You don't. Let's not pretend there. Come on.
You'll open your eyes and understand just how bad he is. Maybe you'll understand just how much of a pay pig you are, and all he thinks of you is you're just someone to give him money.
Imagine this, guys. A business owner wanting money is a crime now. I'm so glad we make sure this is a consistent thing that we point out, and everybody else, but only just Eric do we hyper focus and apply that just to him. Good Lord, I lost brain cells watching this garbage.
I hope to God.
Oh yeah, that was. I feel more than a little bit tortured by that whole scenario.
That are involved in a cult don't really see that they're in a cult, and they like where they're at. So enjoy where you're at.
Like it's a fucking whole lifestyle.
Enjoy the cultism.
Like it's just a comic book. Jesus Christ.
This is a comic book. This guy's going this crazy over. Ridiculous.
Yeah, he's this hard over it.
God,
so very, very hard.
All right, before we head out of the video, Obviously, this is gonna be up on YouTube. I'm pretty sure I lost IQ points watching this. Thank you.
Oh yeah, I
Rippa,
definitely feel stupider having experienced that.
Rippa living rent free in this dude's head. He doesn't reply to this one, but he replies to this one. What does he say? Agreed. I doubt you came in with too many, so it won't hurt you. You're in a cult. You're jealous of his success, but a small fry needs attention. Yeah. These guys do this for attention. Like, it's all just I want attention. This is the typical
Doesn't even know
Rippatard
what that
comment.
means.
Or you're just jealous of his success. You are. I could care less. They're such a liar. I could care less. Why did you make a video then if you could care less? Why have you made several videos if you could care less?
Yeah, he cares a whole lot. He cares a whole lot about spending a lot of time talking about something that nobody wants to know about, that nobody cares about, that nobody's interested in. It's like you're very, very, very fucking interested in it, or you wouldn't be spending your time doing it. I don't know how many people out there in the world spend so much of their time and effort and thought process. And this guy doesn't have a lot of it. You can very tell by how hard it was for him to use words that are generally common to most people. Like we can speak, we can understand words pretty readily, but this guy had a very difficult time getting through some shit there. And I'm surprised he made it.
Yeah. Oh, the other part right here is the worst part. The way he takes their money and then actually makes comics and ships them to people. Scary. That's what cults do. Yeah. Crazy, right? Ethan Van Scammer would never do that.
Nothing but absolute scandals there. Seriously, who does that?
Yeah. What a person. What a terrible business guy gets your money and gives you what you paid for. Crazy concept right there. But this comment is what I really want to go over right here, which was, so what are some alternative titles out there that you would recommend? All I see are videos of you trashing people, and yet you have not promoted an alternative comic, not once. Thank you. Oh my God.
There you go.
All these guys do is simply make videos talking about Eric, but they never tell you any other alternative comic to go and read, or purchase and read. You want to know why? They don't care about those other people. They do not even probably read other comics. All they want to do is just talk shit. And then, because people always ask, well, if you think he's so bad, and I always say this too, if you think he's so bad, tell me a person that's good. Oh, wait a minute. They have nothing because they're fake. And they have no actual other indie comics they're interested in. It's just basically if Rippaverse is living in their head rent-free, causing drama in quotations, that's all they care about. I wonder what he's going to put as an alternative. He calls Eric an opportunist and the comics bad, but he doesn't offer an alternative or make his own. It's just pure envy. Yeah, I agree.
Yep.
I made several indie comic reviews recently. I don't know how you missed them.
Bro, have you looked at your fucking views or your follow count? Everybody
check my YouTube page. I post link to my books. Oh yeah, link to your own stuff.
Let's go see that shit.
Oh, I ain't reading that trash.
Let's look at that.
I'd say that you're the problem that needs dealing with. LOL, the nerd cope. What did the algo suggest this trash? The points you bring up can be applied to basically every loud voice on social media. Was expecting a far more detailed insight. This is just another generic villain of the week.
Exactly. Thank you.
Right? Thank you. Oh God, bro, you get a comment.
It was beyond generic.
I don't think you know what a cult is.
Through.
You make it sound like he's running a NXIVM 2.0 for just selling comic books. Stop being weird. Anyone who partakes in an activity you disagree with is in a cult, huh? If Eric July only cares about money, wouldn't he just take the money and run rather than reinvesting it in producing more comics? I agree. Yep, fully true. I thought ISOM was average. You know, that's fine. Everyone's opening you. But the bizarre obsession people have with hating this guy is frankly insane. Yes, I pointed that out talking to Frost recently. The way these people obsessed with Eric is so cringe and weird. You're so mentally ill that if you bring up that, they'll think you're the crazy one. Look at what this guy. Oh, he wrote a paragraph of this one.
Crazy.
He said his product is low quality. Whatever. Okay, it's by the by. But he's got people believing he's some great comic book genius. So, okay, here's how this works. If you have your own opinion, it's like if you think his comics are low quality, that's your opinion. Okay, cool. But if someone thinks he's good at making comics, they can have that opinion as well. That's how that works. As long as his rabid fans keep handing over their money, he'll keep producing low quality comic books. That's not how that works, though. Okay, they're handing over him money because they like his quality comic books because they think they're quality. That's all that matters. Honestly, if there's paying customers, that's all that matters right there. If he would have let the criticism he got from iSome1 roll off his back and keep going instead of turning around and attacking the critics, I don't think anyone would care. This is just such a disingenuous piece of shit, fat liar, dumb fuck. What gay.
Exactly is he fucking talking about anyways?
Yeah, he says critics. Ooh, specifically. Name one.
Name the critic.
Poor and jealous. Trust me, bro. He's a cultist because I did my research. I guess I'm part of a cult because I bought a comic and followed one of 500 others I follow. I tried watching and now just here for the comments. Okay.
I tried watching. Yeah, it was fucking hard to get through.
1.4K subs, 300 views. Terrible ratio.
Ooh.
Unhinged. EVS is one word, late. Oh god, the comments are just roasting this guy.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Dude, you salty. Cult, bro. The only people acting like cult members are the ones throwing ungodly amounts of money at Pie Man for trashing a fellow entrepreneur. Pie Man.
Better stop eating them pies. He's gonna.
Anybody who writes comic books cares about its money. If you believe any different, I have an island to say.
Exactly.
Oh god. Yeah, people who write comics want to make money. Shocker. You have a link to your book merch store and buying you a copy in the bio, right? If anything, you're just like Eric, who is just like Marvel, who is just like any other money-making business in history. I'm your age. You seem like a smart dude. I disagree with that. Attacking with hate isn't a good look for people that just so happen to stumble onto your channel. Also, watch your friendly fire. If you can't take criticism from your comment section, please refer to 6 minutes and 3 seconds in. You get what you give. I agree. Yeah.
Oof.
That was good.
Throwing some shade.
Most comic creators block people on Twitter. Yes, Rob Liefeld does that. Rob Liefeld literally does that. You know how I had a gifted Rebel on for that conversation video I had? There was a comic book he suggested in one of his comic book haul videos. I tried to look up the guy to buy his book. I was blocked. Eric is not the only person that blocks people. I don't know where that comes from. Your arguments seem to be opinions. Meh, I got his first book, and it was mid at best. That being said, your rant smacks of jealousy. Why do you even care what books others may want to read? Yeah, he cares so much about what you guys spend your personal money on. Doesn't like criticism? That's sign of a cult. That's every YouTube channel. You failed to call EVS and his CPS followers a cult. He scammed his customers, failed to deliver the products he promised for 3 to 4 years, and taking EVS trolling advice. Someone shuffle grandpa back into the old folks' home. This is just sad. Just vote with your wallet. But going on an insane rant that someone you don't like is a cult is just complete cope. Oh God. But yeah, that's us e-fapping Nerdway's video of the Rippaverse is a cult. So that's the Nerdway's video. The Rippaverse is a cult and its followers love it. And you guys have asked me to do this because my brain sanity can't take it. But there's other Rippaverse Detractor videos that will e-fap in the future. But make sure to check out Professor Savage Dad's social medias. I'll leave them linked in one that we did before. So yeah. Anything you want to say in this, man, before we head out of this video, actually?
Nothing too crazy. I don't got much coming up other than Rogues Gallery on Friday over on Iron Oxide's channel. I'll see you there, MSK.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and we'll see you guys later. Like, comment, subscribe, most of all, enjoy. I'm MSK Master Swag King, and I'm signing out, guys. Peace, and don't be like this fat, retarded, dumb bitch.